For the first time this season, the Hyannis Harbor Hawks are on an official winning streak. After taking down the Falmouth Commodores 2-1 on Friday night, they take both games of the double dip against the Orleans Firebirds out at Eldridge Park on the road on this Sunday afternoon. Game 1, a final score of 7-3, and Game 2, a final of 3-2. Welcome into Hawk Talk, everybody. I'm Lyle Goldstein, joined alongside Chris Lucy and Robert Marcello. And Chris, starting with you in Game 1, Jordan Fowler, really the hero of Game 1. Of course, he let up that home run in the 5th inning, but for the most part, after that early blip and the lone run in the first, 4 scoreless frames until that 5th inning went the longest of any Harbor Hawks starter up to this point in the season. He really had it working up until that home run.
Absolutely. 4 strong, 4+ innings from Fowler, and he didn't even need the strikeout ball to really get outs against the Firebirds. He was just throwing a great breaking pitch. It looks like the out pitch that he's been working on outside of the changeup and that curveball has really been coming along well. You broke it out a few times today, and Fowler really was able to keep hitters guessing today and did an excellent job and saved the Harbor Hawks bullpen as well. They only had to use 2 pitchers in that first game.
Fowler, not a guy that's going to blow anything by you, but pitches off of his changeup and curveball, uses his off-speed to his benefit, and did so again today. Now, Rob, in terms of the offense, Harbor Hawks, we've seen them struggle with the bats from time to time this season, but they put up 4 runs in the 2nd inning, another 2 in the 4th, and 1 extra run in the 5th. How about the offense in Game 1?
I think they were just patient at the plate. I think they found the pitches that they want. I think Orleans kind of ran out of gas, after the 1st or 2nd inning. They looked pretty tired, so I'm not really sure what that was about. But in the 2nd game, they came back and gave the Hawks a run for their money.
7-3, the final score in the first game. Then in Game 2, Harbor Hawks win 3-2 in extras, and what's technical extras in the 8th inning. And Chris, let's just get right to it. Todd Lott, the hero of Game 2, comes in to pinch hit in the 5th, solo shot. Then in the 8th again, opposite field home run, and it was the deciding factor in the 3-2 win. How about Todd Lott?
I mean, you talk about using the entire field when you get up to the plate. Todd Lott's first home run, a pinch hit home run no less, was out to left center field, and then in his 2nd home run where Hyannis needed someone to break the tie, Todd Lott just sends one out to right center field, just barely over the fence, but still a towering shot. So much air under it. You weren't sure if it was going to be able to get out, but it did. And thankfully for Hyannis, it did, because it sent them on a 2-game win streak and not locked up a big sweep in this doubleheader.
The 2 home run man and Todd Lott caught up with our sideline reporter Dani Terzer after the game.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Todd Lott. Todd, we saw a great offensive performance from you tonight. What was working so well?
I was just being aggressive, just trying to see my pitch and hit it, and that's about it, really.
You came in as a pinch hitter in Game 2, about 5 innings cold. What's the challenge in that?
It's not really a challenge. You just got to go out there and try to do whatever you can for your teammates, and it worked out today.
Yes, we did see you do just that. You got a home run to tie the game, then another one soon after to gain the lead. That's your 3rd of the season. How are you getting so much power behind your hits?
I'm just trying to stay short to the ball and try to put my bat on the ball and just being aggressive.
Thanks, Todd.
Thanks, Danny. Now, Rob, how about the pitching in Game 2? Because this has kind of been a focal point of the Harbor Hawks team up to this point in the season is strong pitching, and it happened again today. First off with Gavin Hollowell, 3 2/3 innings of just 1-run ball. Then Dylan Thomas, the final 2 innings, 6 up, 6 down, just 1 strikeout, but slamming the door on the Firebirds.
I think the Harbor Hawks really I want to say the 5th or 6th game of the year, I think they must have all gotten together and be like, hey, we're a good club, let's start pitching a little better. And they've done exactly that. The past 3 or 4 games, they've pitched really well, and I think that's benefited them.
So the Firebirds moved to 4-8 on the season. Hyannis up to 7-4-1. Now, guys, they'll take on the Harwich Mariners in tomorrow's game. That's going to be made up for the Saturday rainout. Harwich, a tough ball club. They just no-hit born just this afternoon. What's going to be the key, starting with you, Chris, to taking down the Mariners tomorrow?
I mean, just remembering what you were able to accomplish today, I think that's the key for the Harbor Hawks. They put up 7 runs in the first game, and sure, they didn't take a lead in this one until later, but still they have the hitting that they need and certainly the pitching to keep themselves in games so that timely hitting can come when they need it. And I think Hyannis just needs to take the confidence that they've drawn from this doubleheader sweep into tomorrow, and they can take it to the top of the Eastern Conference.
How about you, Rob? What's your 2 keys for tomorrow?
I think to continue to pitch well and continue to hit well. I think if you get those 2 things, you should be able to win a lot of games in this league.
Harbor Hawks back at it tomorrow, back at McKeon Park, taking on the Harwich Mariners, an Eastern Division foe. Thanks for tuning in to Hawk Talk, and we'll talk to you guys tomorrow.